Improvement. Dubai has cancelled a $3 trillion contract with Boeing, the leading manufacturer of airplanes. According to a survey, Kuwait's Al Burqan oil field, the world's second largest oil field, will be depleted within just 40 years. Just 40 years. Dear audience, if we look at the social and economical effects of energy crisis, we see that the development of non-conventional oil sources such as synthetic fuels from the Athabasca oil stands, more renewable energy commercialization and uses of alternative propulsions. Items which are not so popular gain popularity, like nuclear power plants and blanket sleeper, a garment used to keep children warm. If uranium, which is a radioactive element, can be used for making atomic bombs, then why not utilize it for energy? Even the waste from its isotopes gives 239 megawatts of energy. Distinguished guests, we see TV ads daily telling us how to conserve energy. Sure, every one of us has our own role to play for conserving energy. But before that, the point to be noted is that our country increases efforts in exploration of new energy resources. But delayed efforts are keeping us behind schedule. We are also misusing huge energy reserves like coal. Despite its large quantity, 185 billion tons, it is used not for energy, but for fancy barbecue parties. How do we expect to see Pakistan obtaining a high and dignified place in the world when we can't stop our neighbor from committing electricity theft? And we were out to become the future of Pakistan. Worthy opponents, an electricity shortage is felt by those who depend on it for their electricity, energy, resources, cooking, heating and water supply. In these circumstances, a sustained energy crisis may become a humanitarian crisis. If an energy crisis is prolonged, a crisis management phase is enforced by authorities. Energy audits may be conducted to monitor use. Various curfews may be initiated to reduce consumption. For example, during the Central Asian energy crisis, authorities in Tajikistan ordered bars and cafes to operate in candlelight. Warnings issued that peak demand of power supply might not be sustained. Facilities closed down to save on heating oil. Factories cut production and laid off workers. The risk of stagflation and unemployment increased. Distinguished guests, Barack Obama, the President of the United States of America, said in his speech, and I quote, "It has been known for decades that our survival depends upon finding new resources of energy, yet we import resources more than ever before," unquote. If the President of a superpower has urged his state to find new resources of energy, then we, being a much smaller state, need to work and struggle even harder. Honorable judges, the need for food is growing, but the production of crops is decreasing. I conclude by saying that all my opponents, as well as me, will tell you different problems regarding energy crisis. But it is truly said, and I quote, "The dawn always comes after the darkest hour," unquote. It is we who have to eliminate these energy crises and make this world a better place. May Allah give us the strength to do so. Ameen.